Here's what it means to have a Taurus midheaven in business. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down not only what it means to have a Taurus midheaven, but specifically how you can use it to start, grow, or scale your own online business. So if you're interested in learning what it means to use your Taurus midheaven in business, then keep watching. All right, I gotta admit, I'm a little biased with this because I also have a Taurus midheaven. So I'm really excited to do this video and break this down because I see so many folks in the online business space with a Taurus midheaven that are just working against the natural energy of their midheaven. So my hope is that in breaking down the specific way that your midheaven is best meant to be utilized, it gives you a lot of permission to do things in the way that you know to be true. But to start, let's break down some of the basics of the Taurus midheaven. So Taurus is a fixed earth sign. So it falls in the earth element and the fixed modality. So what does that mean? First and foremost, being an earth sign is actually a really big flex when it comes to utilizing business astrology because there's a lot of connection between the earth element and also the way that we perceive and utilize business traditionally. So having a Taurus midheaven, there is this natural ability of just knowing how to do business in a way that's going to work for you and also resonate for your people. If you take nothing else away from this video, the biggest piece of advice that I have to give to you from a Taurus midheaven to another is that the simpler your business is, the more successful it will be. So with a Taurus midheaven, it is so important to have a business that is simple, that is structured, and that is sustainable. And you're going to hear me say that multiple times in this video because it is that important. But again, the earth element does really well when it has that simplicity and that structure, but also the space to evolve to the thing that it will be over time. So if we think about the earth element, right, in terms of gardening, right, let's say that you're a farmer or you're just planting a plant or a vegetable or fruit or whatever is growing from the ground, right? The first thing that you got to know is that that fruit or that thing that you are planting is not going to sprout up overnight. It's going to take time. And so it's going to require you to plant the thing, to water it. It's going to require you to give it that basic nutrients and then also to cultivate it over time so that it has the time and the space and the support to grow into the thing that it's meant to become and eventually bloom. So the same thing when you have a Taurus midheaven, your success more often than not is not going to be overnight. It's not going to be viral or an overnight success. So you need to create a business that is going to be structurally sound over time and also that is going to be really supportive for you as you grow and scale your legacy. So something to just keep in mind is that if you know that your success is inevitable, right? What are the things that are required for you in order to make that happen? And being committed to the process rather than a particular end goal is going to allow you to find more joy in the process and ultimately build a business that is truly aligned with your midheaven energy versus fighting against it. There's also the aspect of having a Taurus midheaven that is being in the fixed modality. So there are 3 modalities in astrology, and the fixed modality really speaks to best supporting clients in moving through a process. So unlike cardinal signs, which are really gifted in initiating a process, and mutable signs are really gifted in bringing together disparate pieces of things or things that seem to be unconnected, fixed modality signs do really well in guiding folks through a process. This is why business owners that have Taurus midheavens do really well in being in the online business space, especially. This allows you to have a natural aptitude for creating a process or a framework or being a guide for folks as they move through one stage to another, where they currently are and where they want to be. Your role as an online service provider that wants to best utilize your Taurus midheaven energy is like really leaning into that, embracing the fact that you're going to be doing your best work when you can support your clients in moving through this process, in anticipating what the challenges are, what the roadblocks are going to be, helping them to overcome that, and then having the Taurus midheaven flair of making it easier, simpler, not necessarily faster, but like making it a more enjoyable process for them to move through. And that's because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Venus is a planet of pleasure, of beauty. The pleasures in life are where Venus really thrives and ultimately where Taurus does a lot of its best work as well. So thinking about this and how it can connect to your business, you want to consider that perhaps yes, you want to be in Venusian spaces, so maybe a Venusian industry or a Venusian niche, but even if you're not in those traditional Venusian fields, you can also incorporate this within your business by really leaning into the pleasures in life. And this can spread to many different areas, from the way that you market, appealing more so to the pleasures and what appeals people to your industry, your niche, your work, versus highlighting the hardships that would be more supportive to perhaps more malefic ruled signs like Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Aries. They would do really well in marketing and highlighting, helping their people to overcome a challenge. Whereas for you with a Taurus midheaven, your work really speaks on itself and thrives when you're able to highlight the benefits of working with you, of having your support and having your expertise, your knowledge, your literal eyes and support in helping your clients to overcome a thing. So leaning into that can be a really fun way of incorporating this Venusian energy in your chart into your business without having to pigeonhole yourself into being in a Venusian industry necessarily. If you want to dive even deeper with this, you can also use the decans. So while Venus will always be your primary planet to work with when it comes to activating and utilizing your midheaven energy, the decans provide a secondary planet that you can use that's personalized to your birth chart when it comes to business astrology. So the Taurus decans fall in Mercury, the moon, and Saturn. And what's interesting about all of these is that they all incorporate this ethos of utilizing simplicity, structure, and sustainability in order to create success. So when you have a Taurus midheaven, really embodying these traits and finding ways to bring them into the solution of the challenge that you're trying to overcome is really going to help you create a successful business over time. Those are the basics of your Taurus midheaven. So let's get into the business that best supports you when you have a Taurus midheaven. Starting with your business model, which is arguably the most important business foundation to have. It's going to be no surprise, but your business model needs to be simple, structured, and sustainable. And there's a reason why I'm using these terms specifically. Having a Taurus midheaven means that you do your best work when you can focus your energy towards a minimal amount of things. The way that I like to think about this is that you are not just becoming a business minimalist, but it's really more so about committing your energy towards the thing that you do best. Yes, you can do multiple things, but you don't necessarily do all those things well. You don't do all those things the best. So if you are able to channel a majority of your energy towards the thing that you do best, you're going to become a master at that thing a whole lot faster than if you are splitting your time and energy amongst a whole bunch of different things that you're mediocre at. So having a business that is simple, that allows you to create a majority of your revenue from one signature offer, from utilizing one marketing platform, and really just mastering the art of getting really great at doing one thing, that's going to allow you to reach success a lot faster. And then you can talk about, okay, like, do I want to incorporate other things into the business? But the simpler that you keep your business, it works so well for both you and your clients. When it comes to your client, simplicity works really well for them because it allows them to know what it is that you do a lot easier. If you think about marketing from the perspective of being a Taurus midheaven, like utilizing your energy and focusing in on the thing that you do best makes a lot more sense. So thinking about it from the perspective of your clients, if they go on your social media profile of choice and they see that you offer coaching and consulting and digital products and you're an influencer and you're this and you're that, like, it's going to confuse them. They don't necessarily know what you are an expert in. They don't know what you are going to help them with. It confuses them. It makes them want to leave because this is hard. Making decisions is hard, right? Versus coming to your page as a business owner with a Taurus midheaven and knowing off the bat, you're a business coach. You only work with clients in one-on-one coaching. You only specialize in this particular thing. That helps your clients to make decisions a lot faster because they know either this matches what I'm looking for or it doesn't. That's it. There's no guessing involved. And it's a much cleaner process for them to navigate. It's also a lot easier for you to manage as well because having a simple business allows you to live a full life outside of your business and not put the additional pressure for your business to house all the joy in your life. So having a simple business is a requirement when you have a Taurus midheaven. The other thing is that making it really structured, so allowing it to move in alignment with that fixed modality energy of your Taurus midheaven is so important. Structuring it in a way that your offer is designed to help deliver on the promise of how you are promising you can help your clients and also helping them to achieve their goals faster, easier, happier, whatever is connected best to what it is that you do specifically, that's going to connect to success for you. And then we have sustainability as well, because Taurus is a sign that needs a lot of space, a lot of time to reach a particular goal, to get a thing, to achieve success. When you have a Taurus midheaven, that success is not going to happen overnight. So being committed to the process of creating a business that is successful over time is going to be much more aligned for your midheaven energy. So thinking about it like this, if your success is inevitable, right, what is required for you to prepare for that success so that when it comes, it's not going to be fleeting. It's going to be something that you're able to maintain over time. That's really the energy when it comes to choosing and committing to your business model. So next we have offers, your signature offer, which I highly recommend that you have no matter what midheaven sign that you have, but like double when you have a Taurus midheaven. Your signature offer really needs to be a specialty in your area of expertise. So you can break this down by focusing in on what is the specific problem that you help your clients with, what's the solution that you provide, that you can create a process or a framework around. But even going deeper than that, choosing and specifying and specializing in the type of work that you do, meaning do you specifically offer DIY solutions or done with you solutions or done for you solutions. You can also get a lot more clarity from your birth chart with figuring out where your signature offer may be. And one of the things that you can look to is the house that your midheaven actually falls into. That can give you a lot of guidance on like if DIY or DWY or DFY is going to be best suited for you. But overall, having your signature offer really house your expertise really goes back to the simplicity aspect and focusing in on what is the thing that you do best and building your expertise around that thing, becoming known for providing a solution for this particular problem or being known for supporting your clients in this particular way. It's going to be a lot easier for you to build success with your Taurus midheaven. So when it comes to your visibility and marketing, you can pretty much choose any content type. I don't think that there's one that necessarily fits your Taurus midheaven best over the others, but it's more so about how you can center it around simple, repurposable content. So working backwards, and this is a process that I use inside of my signature program, the Midheaven Method. So you can consider what is the solution that I'm providing to my clients, what is my signature offer, and what are the problems that my clients are going to come with or have come with that I saw inside of my signature offer. The solutions to those problems are what you create content about. So making it as simple as that, but also repurposable in the sense of you create based on what your primary content type is and then repurpose to the other types so that you're able to maximize your reach while minimizing your output, making it a lot easier for you to show up and not having to rely on you being necessarily high energy or being visible in all the spaces. So, thinking about your visibility and marketing strategy in this way helps you to maximize your output and just makes the process so much more enjoyable because you're centering it around how you best create content. So, with a Taurus Midheaven, you really want to make sure that you are investing in systems and structures in your business that work for you and that allow you to have time to rest and to step away. Having a business that is simple, structured, and sustainable requires you to actually work in cycles a lot more than maybe some of the other midheaven signs, and that's okay. Knowing that allows you to structure your business accordingly. So, what is actually required for you to create these repeatable systems? And does that also mean you need to rely on having specific structures placed in your business in order to make this happen so that you can step away and work with your natural rest and inspiration cycles without burning out? So this is how you work with the energy of your Taurus Midheaven to create a successful business as an online service provider without making how you're designed wrong or trying to fit the mold in what somebody else is doing. By now, you have everything that you need in order to audit your existing business, take stock of what things you're doing really well that are aligned with your Taurus Midheaven and what things that you can work on to improve in order to make your business more aligned. But just know that there's so much more that goes into aligning your business to your Taurus Midheaven than what was covered in this video. If you want to dive deeper and take your Taurus Midheaven to the next level in your business, then I want to invite you to work with me inside of my signature course, the Midheaven Method. So this is my signature course where I guide you through the process of how to use your Taurus Midheaven to grow and scale your business. Inside the program, not only do you have step-by-step guidance on what this actually looks like, but you'll walk away with a sustainable business strategy, clarity on your positioning and how you should be showing up for your business, and most importantly, aligned visibility that feels good for you and actually works for you even when you're not working. You can find the link to learn more about the program and enroll in the description below, so definitely make sure you check that out. I can't wait to see you inside of the Midheaven Method and in the next video. Bye.